Hi guys, I'm coming to you with a video. I know it's been a while and some time. I had a back injury, so oh my goodness, my back has been hurting so bad, guys. So that's why I haven't been on. So I'm sorry, Jeffrey. I understand that you wanted to know how to get your SAG card. So I'm here to let you know how you get your SAG card before the new year comes in. It's just been rocky roads with dealing with my back. I took a little bit of medication to feel better to do this. So bear with me. I'm having a lot of backaches, trust me. You saw me on the TV show The Bernie Mac Show, and yes, that was me. I was playing his wardrobe person, and it was so fun, and he was so nice to work with. Bernie Mac was so nice. Like, he's just was the nicest person ever. So just to tell you a little bit about myself, when I first started in the movie business, I started as an extra. I didn't know where to start at the time, so I started as an extra, and I started meeting like so many people on the set, and just meeting people on the set is so good because therefore you just start networking. You start meeting people, and they just tell you how to do this and how to do that. Like, if you just start as an extra, it's a good thing sometimes because you do meet people and you can network, and then you will learn how to get more into the business. I didn't know when I started. I started, I think, in 2002, and I just did not know where to start, where to begin at all. So I heard you can do some extra work, and I think when you start as an extra, you're non-union, and I remember getting paid like $50 a day. Of course, you're gonna get a little bit more if you stay longer, or if you have wardrobe changes and things like that. You get like a little extra money, but it really wasn't that much. So to tell you how to get your SAG card, there's, I think, a couple of ways you can get it. You can either be an extra, and once you're an extra, you can earn 3 vouchers, which are SAG vouchers. So you can work on a set. My first movie that I worked on was Collateral Damage with Arnold Schwarzenegger. So I played as an FBI agent in that movie. But I started as non-union, and I earned 3 SAG vouchers. Actually, I earned like probably 5 or 6 because I did that. We were shooting that movie like a few days, I think a whole week actually, when I was there doing the scene that I had to do. So when we were doing that movie, they just kept asking me to come back. And they said, if you come back, you know, we'll give you a SAG voucher. So I'm like, oh, that's so cool, because I heard, you know, going to those other movie sets and networking with other people, I heard if you get 3 SAG vouchers, you can join SAG. So I was like, this is so awesome. You know, if I get 3 SAG vouchers, I can join SAG. And SAG is the Screen Actors Guild. That's the union. So I got more than 3 SAG vouchers, you know, because we were doing important roles, you know, playing as an FBI agent. You know what's so weird? When I was working on Collateral Damage, I got my 3 SAG vouchers, and then the 4th time I was supposed to go back, I had like I scratched my cornea. So I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy I have the 3 SAG vouchers. So the 4th time I just still went, you know, just in case. I just still went on the set with a scratched cornea. It was horrible just to work like that, but I didn't want to, you know, miss out on what they had planned for me already. So anyway, I got my 3 SAG vouchers, and then at the time it was like $1,200 for me to join SAG. So I paid $1,200 to join the Screen Actors Guild, the union. And I was so excited. Oh my gosh, I was so happy. You just don't know. I was like really excited because, like I said, non-union at that time paid $50 a day. And if you're in the Screen Actors Guild, if you're in the union, I was getting paid $100 a day. And if you are a stand-in, which you're standing in for another actor just to get the cameras and the lighting and things like that together, so that they can come back and everything will be set for them, I think that was like a little bit more. I don't know if it was $115 a day, something like that, but it was a little bit more. So I did stand-in work too, a lot of stand-in work. So that's one way of getting your SAG card, is doing union work and someone asks you to come back and they end up giving you SAG vouchers, which are the white vouchers with the pink on the back, and non-union are the blue vouchers. So you get 3 of those and you can join SAG. But today I heard it's like $3,000 some to join SAG, and so to join the Screen Actors Guild is $3,000, but I heard you can make payments now. Gosh, I only paid $1,200. Can you believe it? Like, I did not pay $3,000. I can't believe it's $3,000, but that's how much it is today. It's a lot of money, but you know what? It's well worth it. The second way you can earn your SAG voucher if you're tapped, it's called Taft-Hartley. Taft-Hartley is when, I mean, you can be on the set as an extra, and if somebody asks you to do a speaking role while you're on the set because you fit the part that they're looking for at the spur of the moment, automatically you can pay your dues and join SAG. Pay your fee, I meant. You pay your fee and join SAG automatically. So if he asks you to say something in his film or her film, because it could be a female as well producing, then you will be Taft-Hartley. You can contact the Screen Actors Guild. They will verify that you did a speaking role in this movie, and you pay your fee and you're in SAG, in the Screen Actors Guild. You will have your SAG card. So that's another way of joining SAG. Third way of joining SAG, the Screen Actors Guild, is you can go and just audition, and that's kind of like Taft-Hartley too, because you can go and audition and get a speaking role, and it may be a SAG movie, and automatically the Screen Actors Guild verify that you was in this movie, you had a speaking role, you can join SAG as well. So you just pay your fee. And once you're in the union, you pay 2 times a year. We pay every October and every April our dues, and the amount of dues that you pay is the amount of work that you put in. So they'll calculate what your dues are based on how much you work, which, you know, it's not really that much unless you are A-list, B-list actor or actress, and you may have to pay dues up there. So, but it's very, very nice to be in a union. Do not let anyone tell you, you know, don't join SAG, because if you join SAG, you're not going to get that many jobs. Don't listen to them, because you have to be persistent. You just be persistent and persistent and persistent. So many doors is gonna close, trust me, because the producers know who they're looking for, the exact person they want for the role. So don't get frustrated just because you didn't get the part. It just wasn't for you, but you just keep auditioning and auditioning and auditioning, and trust me, something will open for you. Trust me, I have been in some movies and things have opened for me, doors have closed, you know, as well, and we can't take it personal. You know, you just keep going, keep striving. Do not listen to anybody if they say you're too old or you're too young, or you know, don't listen to that, because I believe in this business, it doesn't matter how old you are, because they're always looking for somebody to fit whatever role that's needed. It could be like they need someone 60 years old, but it may be like a 75-year-old that looks 60, who looks the part, that may get that part, you know, because they look that age, the character. So don't get frustrated, and don't let people say you need to get a real job. Because people will say that to you. You need to get a real job. You need to not run after that. You need to just go for a job, you know, out here somewhere. I heard that before. But don't listen to them, because if I listened to them, I would not be in the union right now for actors. I would not be getting different roles that I've achieved in the past. And since I've been here on the East Coast, I've done some things in New York. So don't listen to them, please. Just go fulfill your dreams, go after your goals, and just do it. Oh yeah, I wanted to tell you too, there's a book called How to Get Your SAG Card, and you probably can go on Amazon and get it. I'm from California, so in California I used to go to Samuel French bookstore. So whoever's out there from California who wants to know how to get your SAG card, you can go to Samuel French bookstore. I don't know if it's still on Sunset Boulevard, but Samuel French bookstore has that book, How to Get Your SAG Card. It's a yellow book with red writings on it or something like that. But in that book, it tells so much. Like, it tells you like step by step by step. And how I found that out is when I was networking, and I mean, oh my goodness, I learned how to get my SAG card when I was a stand-in working on different sets. I used to even talk to actors who had the speaking roles back then, and they used to tell me their agent, you know, to go to. Like, it's so cool. Like, if you work on the set, ask someone, who's your agent? Are they looking for new people, you know? And they may say yes or no, or they may just give you the information. There's some people that are very stingy, and they don't want to share at all. So you just ignore that, and you just go to someone else. And I'm pretty sure there's people like myself that will help you to achieve your goals, and to achieve your SAG card, to achieve your agent, all of that. Because I had to ask, I think a long time ago, I was on, I think, Judging Amy, and I was standing in, and I met this guy who had a speaking role on that. And I met this lady. She had a speaking role, and she happened to be Todd Bridges' sister. If she ever see this video, shout out to her. But I remember asking her, who's your agent? And she told me her agent. It was the Jerry Pace agent. Shout out to Jerry Pace Agency. How are you guys? I miss you guys. Hopefully I will come back to California soon and start working again. She told me about the Jerry Pace Agency, and I, you know, looked him up. I sent him a picture. He called me, gave me an interview, and I've been with the Jerry Pace Agency, I don't know, probably since 2003-ish, something like that. So there's also some jobs out there that are AFTRA, that's the American Federation of Television and Film and Radio. So what AFTRA is another union, but it's the same. AFTRA and the Screen Actors Guild is now one union. But if you were to work on soap operas, that's the AFTRA union. That's AFTRA. There's different things that will benefit you if you join the union, because you're now going to be a part of SAG and AFTRA. You can do radio, you can do film, you can do soap operas, you can do all that good stuff. So if you guys have any questions, I really recommend for you to get the How to Get Your SAG Card book, because it also have agents in that book. I just want to let you guys know never to go to those places where they want to charge you $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 to be an actor or actress. I think it's a ripoff, and I didn't start off like that, and a lot of actors did not start off like that. They just you know, got some information, just like I'm telling you how to get your SAG card. It tells more information step by step, and you just see an agent and make sure it's an agent that's in the union. I mean, they do have managers who are not in the union that's really good too, who you can have manage you. And what they do is they'll send you out to different auditions and things like that. My agent, if I go out to an audition and get the part, they get like 10% of whatever I make. But I think when you have a manager, they get like 15 to 20%, something like that. But to me, it's worth it. You know, I mean, you go get the job, they get a percentage of whatever you make. But when you get with those agencies who say, do you want to be an actor or actress? And then they charge you like $5,000-$10,000 because they want you to go to their acting classes and stuff like that. I mean, acting classes is good to go to because it teaches you the knowledge of what we do on the set. So acting classes is very good. Yeah, to take acting classes is good, but when you taking an acting class and they're asking for 10 grand and you can make payments and things like that, there's cheaper acting classes, people. There's even acting classes online. I'm just saying. But it is good to go in person, to interact with others and things like that. But yeah, do not pay that much money, guys. Just don't do it. Anyway, so I hope I answered your question, Jeffrey, and I hope I helped someone else out there. But if you guys have any other questions, leave your comments below. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe. And bye, guys. That's it, and I will see you on the next video. I'll just have to get my back together. I'll see you later, guys. Bye. Oh God.